Currently, Canberra's public transport data for light rail is in the General Transit Feed Specification, or GTFS. Meanwhile, its public transport data for buses is in the Service Interface for Real-Time Information, or SIRI format. GTFS and SIRI are two different specifications. The Transit Data Exchange for GTFS is in Protocol Buffer, Google's language-neutral, platform-neutral, extensible mechanism for serializing structured data. Its payload is a collection of zipped CSV files. Meanwhile, SIRI is simpler. It uses XML. To respond to this challenge, we use the work of Knowles and Miller. They have mapped GTFS to Transmodal, a standardized language that covers many aspects of public transport. This makes mapping SIRI with GTFS easier because SIRI is based on Transmodal. Lawson and team also published a paper on how to translate GTFS to SIRI, using mathematical formula to derive information not explicitly available. To map XML data from SIRI, GTFS should be extracted from its protocol buffer format to its CSV payload. A simple parsing function maps the XML with the CSV and combines them to form a unified feed. It will then become an option to pack the payload again in GTFS format or expose the feed using an API with either XML or JSON payload. As proof of concept of the mapping function, real-time vehicle position in GTFS using the Canberra Metro Light Rail Transit Feed Vehicle Updates dataset. Specifically, the location element can be mapped directly to the GTFS position element and the vehicle location attributes of the monitored vehicle journey element in the SIRI specification. In fact, the SIRI monitored vehicle journey element contains most of the relevant real-time information about particular vehicles, which can then be mapped to the GTFS vehicle position element. This mapping shows the translation between the two data specifications SIRI and GTFS. Due to lack of material time, we're only presenting proof of concept, but this mapping can be extended to include all transport feed Transport Canberra wants to make available. Visualizing the mapping of GTFS data with SIRI is easier with an XML viewer. This XML tree shows how the SIRI elements map with the GTFS vehicle position. For this project, we used the dataset from Canberra Metro Light Rail Transit Feed Vehicle Updates and the Next Bus Developers API reference. So our response to this challenge is a resounding yes. Yes, SIRI can be converted to GTFS, and an aggregated GTFS feed can be made available either as protocol buffer or as RESTful API in JSON or XML format. In behalf of Ronald Belante and Manuel Diaz, this is Marielle Diaz. Thank you for watching.